Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the board. My name is John Reed. I am the Director of Activities here at Cornerstone Christian Academy. And today what I'd like to do is propose to you a solution which will help us with our enrollment numbers. Now, as many of you know, here at Cornerstone Christian Academy, over the past several years, we have noticed a significant decline in the number of students who have enrolled in our schools. And for several of them, and I'll give you the numbers here in just a moment, if you look here on the screen, since the end of the 2015-2016 school year, there has been a precipitous drop in the number of students who have participated in our programs. As you see here as well, the financial reasons that we have struggled. For example, number of students here in the end of 2015-2016, it was 123. The year after that, it decreased to 109 students. Finally, in the students we are right now, we're currently at 98 students. Now, when I talked to several parents who used to work with our school and used to bring their children here, I noticed there were several troubling trends. Some of them were that they were bothered by the fact that several of our students felt that the school was studying strictly for the test instead of helping them with their academia improvement. Other things were they felt as if there was not a lot of engagement between the administration and the parents. And in addition to that, they felt that some of our technology uses were not as suitable for upgrades as compared to other schools. So what we did was we took a look at that, and we did some of our research. We talked with some of the teachers as well, and they were in agreement. They felt that the curriculum that we have is one what we call archaic and does not help the student primarily with improving their academic skills such as reading and math, but instead it only prepares them to pass a standardized test which is administered by the state of Virginia. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to do some research methods to find out what were some of the things we could do in order to improve our situation. And if you see here on this graph, you'll see some of the survey results that we took recently. We surveyed teachers, some of their assistants, parents, and even some of the students. And based on the numbers we have here, if you'll see on this board, this is what we came up with our results. And this is done through quantitative research, which helps give us the numbers to support our idea. Now, if you see here, the first thing, the item that comes up most is more use of technology, is upgrading our facilities, installing a computer lab, also being able to allow students to use tablets and other items in the classroom. Some of us said lower the testing standards, remove the standardized testing altogether, provide more funding for the teachers so that they will not have to come out of their own pocket in order to purchase supplies. Weekly tutoring sessions for students who are falling below our standard rate of 92% for the AB honor roll. And then monthly staff training. Teachers, the more that they're receiving training, the better engaged that they are. So these are some of the results that, as you can see, the top three was training for the teachers, provide funding for the supplies, and more use of technology. So based on that research, we decided on an idea that we believe will be most beneficial to Cornerstone Christian Academy and its students. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Class Virtual Reality headset. Now, what this does is, and we did research for different types, and we know looking on the outside in, it could be quite costly. But we found a Samsung VR model that costs roughly about $97 per, but they give you the Class VR gives you a discounted rate if you purchase 10. And the way we plan on doing this is if we could purchase for 3 classes, which are upper grades, which are grades 1 all the way through 6, which it will serve our needs greatly. And by doing so, the total cost of these headsets will be $3,533.04. And what we found, and we're going to show you studies in just a little bit, is that we have some of the benefits here. And some of the benefits are, for example, increased attention in classroom subjects. Teachers, they become more moderators of the information instead of being merely distributors. So what it does is teachers are using a more holistic method of education in order to better facilitate their classrooms. And as we stated earlier, we're going to show you case studies that will show the advantages of using a classroom virtual headset. And what we've done, we've talked with the people from Class VR and their organization out of Sonoma, Arizona, and what they are willing to do is they're willing to come out here and present their information and send a consultant who can help us with the installation of the routers. They will also be able to assist with doing training for not only our administration, our teachers, assistants, but also for the students as well. So they're willing to be very helpful in that regard. Now here's how it works. The student will put the headset on, and if you notice, all different types of classes are already set on here. You have history, you have geology, you have science, you have math, and you have English. And what you can do is at 20 minutes at a time, students can learn these concepts by simply clicking on a button, and the curriculum will already be installed for that day. What this will do is it will reduce the amount of time that students will use on strictly going to other subjects, and it'll be locked in. This way, the student will be able to stay focused on the subject at hand and learning new concepts. Now, we did some further research, and we did some recent case studies on incidents of students using this virtual reality headset in the past. And there were 244 incidents that were observed during several case studies. It took about 12 different students to see how they could function within 1 week of using these virtual reality headsets. And we saw some of the results due to research. That meant that more time was focused on research efforts as opposed to free time. Now, playtime, and this is based on number of incidents, only 38 incidents where there was a student who was actually playing with the device and not using it. So as you see the correlation, 116 incidents of using it for studies as opposed to using it for free time, you can see that the students are able to do exactly what it's proposed to, and that is the focus. And one thing it does too is you notice here, 34 incidents where students were assisting one another. And that is important because in education we believe the more the students are helping each other, the more the classroom set grows itself, holding one another accountable. But increased concept knowledge in science, in math, and most important, problem solving, and notes here, 52 incidents of critical thinking incidents took place. In other words, we're seeing this just in 1 week. Now imagine what could take place in 1 school year if we use this technology. And what the people from Class VR stated they will do is they will come by and continue to give us progress reports on the students' progress. Now, our implementation plan is as follows. If I implement more technology, the first thing we will do is have them come during the summer months of June through August, and they will come and update our routers and provided it will work with our internet service provider. Secondly, what will take place is they will come and teach the staff. They will first start with the administration and give a demo. Then we'll go to the teachers. And then finally, 2 weeks before the school year starts, we will have an open forum to answer questions for the parents and for the students. And what we'll see here is that by the cost of implementation, training, and putting in the routers and for all the headsets, the 47 headsets we'll need, the total cost will be $7,125.15. And what we propose to the stakeholders here today is if we could use funding from grants and from scholarships. We found many schools here in the Northern Virginia area have used that to help set up their virtual reality classrooms. Now, what we will also be able to do is, based on the timeline, this will actually take implementation for the number of students. They said estimate of 6 to 8 weeks. So what we want to do is be able to get buy-in from the parents who may feel that a more traditional setting is applicable for their children. However, based on what you saw from previous incidents, we'll be able to show these studies to parents and show that with this technology, their students' capacity will increase because the curriculum will be installed already and locked in, which will prevent them from trying to use it for playing games or anything that takes away from the class time. So that will alleviate any concerns. Now, here's some of the quantitative measures that we're going to use in order to verify its usability. Now, first and foremost, grade progress will be measured every 9 weeks, which is the standard time for a Cornerstone Christian Academy. And our success rate will be if there is a 20% increase in the number of students who go off the AB honor roll for 1 month, and the next month they're on the AB honor roll. So anything more than that is satisfactory, 20%, anything less than that is unsatisfactory. As stated earlier, the Class VR representative will give weekly updates on how the students are progressing, how the grades are progressing as well. And what we're asked to do as well, that if we reduce the standardized testing, then what that will also do is the focus will become more on concepts rather than just getting passing scores. Now, an overall satisfactory level for the school year will be if we're able to reach that 92 percentile because of students who are on the AB honor roll, because currently we're at 75%. Now, there's some qualitative measures here as well. You see, everyone here will benefit from using this technology, first and foremost. From the teacher's standpoint, they will benefit because it will enable them to utilize more creative concepts in their classrooms. Students benefit from an increase in creative and critical thinking skills. The teacher and administration, I should say, will also benefit because they will be able to utilize this as a great advertising tool. And the curriculum manager, though this might be a new method of utilizing technology, instead of taking away the responsibilities, it actually increases. It increases the responsibility of the curriculum manager because now you'll be able to store, instead of using paper and pen, you'll be able to utilize more programs and download them into a Google Drive application. By using the Google Drive application, you'll be able to then download it into the Class VR headset, which will be able to store it up for years to come. This will be able to save money on textbooks, on folders, papers, and teachers can utilize the money for other uses. So everyone here benefits. And what I propose today on behalf of my team is that for those who buy in early, for our teachers, we want to give them a rewards program, such as gift cards, maybe extra vacation days as well. And what this will do is, as you notice from the incidents, it will give an increased number of students who are on AB honor roll, which will raise the profile of Cornerstone Christian Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for this opportunity to come before you today and speak and present this to you on an issue that is very dire. But by using these classroom VR headsets, we'll be able to increase our students' capacity for learning and overall their success rate. Thank you very much.